Hi, Jen Greenberg here. So thanks for checking in and following me on my journey through John Maxwell's 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. I am reading this book through with my husband, and we made a commitment that we were going to read this every day and make our little video. And we were at a family picnic today, and we got back late, and it's probably like close to midnight now, but we got it done, and we're going to be consistent and get it done. So anyways, today is the law of reflection. Learning to pause allows growth to catch up with you. So this chapter, or this law, was about taking time to pause and reflect upon learning and growth opportunities that happen throughout your day, and just kind of asking yourself questions and digging deep into your own thoughts to figure out where your growth, or where your strengths and weaknesses are, things that you need to focus on, and experiences that happened that you can take a life lesson from. So, one of the things that I really liked was this quote by Rohn. It says, "At the end of each day, you should play back the tapes of your performance. The results should either applaud you or prod you." And I really liked that one because I work with a lot of people who are trying to get in shape, and I help others get into the best shape of their lives, doing different Beachbody programs and participating in my Beachbody Challenge groups. And this is a really great quote for myself and for my challengers, because if they just take 5 minutes at the end of their day to really take account of how their day went, like, did I eat a good breakfast today? Did I plan my meals? Did I get my workout done? If not, why not? What was the stumbling block that came about during the day that made it so I ate at McDonald's instead of having the salad I was supposed to eat? Or what was it that made it so that instead of my workout I was planned to do at 6:30 this morning, what got in the way? So if you take time to evaluate those instances, then you can hopefully take a lesson from them and avoid that in the future. But that applies to things other than just health and fitness, of course. I mean, you can think about it with relationships, like in a marriage. We get into arguments, and if you think about what made that argument come about, you can kind of hopefully prevent things like that in the future if you take the time to really think about how the whole situation happened. So anyways, that was that. Another thing that I liked, it was talking about in your personal reflection time, which he does suggest, setting up a specific place that you do your reflection time and actually scheduling the time to do that. But anyways, he says that you should ask yourself questions, and that the best leaders ask themselves better questions than the average person. So in order to get the life lessons out of your experiences, you have to ask yourself these questions to kind of get your mind working and get the material out of yourself. So once you get those things, once you get your brain working, it says the most important thing you must do is write out the questions and write out the answers. Why? Because you will discover that what you think after you write the answer is different from what you thought before you wrote it. Writing helps you to discover what you truly know, think, and believe. Because, I don't know about you, but sometimes I automatically prejudge myself and what my answer will be. I just kind of assume something. And then when I'm actually thinking about it and writing it down, my mind changes and I think something totally different. So, as usual, the chapter ends with applying the law of reflection to your life. The steps that it gives is to actually create a place for you to do your reflection time consistently. Then it asks you to go ahead and schedule time to do that daily, weekly, monthly, and semi-annually. the last one is make yourself intentional by asking yourself tough questions. So they have to be deep questions, not like, yes, I did like those frozen waffles. You have to think something deeper, like, why did I mess up when I was speaking to my best friend? Like, why did I get into debt, or whatever it is? Like, you have to think deeper questions, not just silly things. And I think for me, it'll be very good for me to do this, and I think it'll be challenging for me to actually take the time out to stop and think, because I'm so mind busy and I'm so scatterbrained that when I sit down just to think, like, I have a million different thoughts and nothing actually significant comes about. But I think according to this book, it's because I'm not being intentional about it. So you have to actually make the effort to be intentional. So anyways, hopefully, I know that doesn't sound like it makes a lot of sense. You'll have to read the book yourself. But tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm very excited about the law of consistency. Motivation gets you going. Discipline keeps you growing. So that'll be a good one. So I will see you tomorrow. Be sure that you follow along with me on Facebook at facebook.com/bbcoachjen and Instagram.com/JenGreenberg. So good night. See ya.